TJ, what have I told you about belonging with that insolent Dan friend of yours? He's nothing more than a one-trick buffoon. I will be with Magnum again one day. Magnum, you hear this? 12 hours cannot keep us separated. I will rule your world. I will rule your pain. When you feel anything, you will think violent, violent. She's behind this because nothing can and will stop me. Nothing can and will stop me. Nothing can...
She's dead now, Magnum. And God help me, you're next. Well, Teej, looks like I got a hole to dig. I'm sorry. I'm just getting myself, that doom knocked my shit out of the way. Hey, buddy, how are you? I decided to finally take your advice and teach you how to make cashew butter, but that's not yet. Before we get into that, I really like that belt buckle. I have not seen Hot Tub Time Machine, but I saw some of the funny parts of it, and that wasn't one of them. The possibilities of that belt buckle are infinitely endless, especially at rum runners. I think that's awesome. I'm glad you got your handgun catalog. Let me know what parts are the starting point. I have no idea. What do you need to do first in order to build a handgun? Probably the bullets, huh? And you build around them. No? Well, designing props for Comic-Cons. I've been to one, and there were some pretty elaborate things. I could definitely see why someone would pay top dollar to be the most accurate. Because if you're not first, you're last. So, yeah, that's about it, I guess. I was thinking making cashew butter is a little bit boring, especially if I'm pretending to be a homemade cooking show. A cooking show of food that you make in your home, homemade food. I was thinking about instead seeing what it would be like if an Austrian cooking show were going to show you how to make cashew butter. So I'm going to turn on my world-famous, completely accurate Austrian accent, and you're not gonna think it's Dan anymore. You're gonna think that it's some Swede, Europe. I don't know how that works. So I'm gonna duck down, and I'm gonna pop back up, and you're gonna think that you are watching an Austrian cooking show. Okay. Okay. Shit. And hello, my friends. Welcome to the Aussie kitchen, yeah. And today we will be cooking with cashews. And that is quite cheeky, isn't it? And the first thing you need is a can of cashews. Would you imagine? These cashews come in the can. And if you can't come in the can, what can you come? Oh, that is nice. Well, the first thing that we do is we take the cashews and crush them. And this is one of the best parts of the job, yeah, crushing the little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, run, kill you! That was too much crossing for the first part. And secondly, what we need is, let's see, number 2, yeah. And we got to add a little bit of peanut oil. This is peanut oil. Don't ask Portia where we got it, will you? Oh. I'm going to put in 1/3 of a cup. And you know what? I'm going to put it in where they are crossing. You will choke on the peanut oil. You you may have noticed that I disappeared and then I appeared right in my own kitchen, yeah. Well, that's a kind of a Rammstein trick to do, however, when the camera runs out of the film, in the middle of the take, when you're doing so good. But I've crushed it. So now, we've got this cheeky cashew butter is almost good to go, but what else would be delicious than the cashew? Let me ask you something else. What is delicious on anything? And a bit of honey from the bear, yeah. And you may be asking, was that too much honey? Nein! And a little bit of salt goes a long way, but also a lot of salt goes a little way. That was salty. Now to count all of the salt, I will add just a bit of brown sugars. Brown sugars. It is sugar that is not equal to white sugar. This is not the 40s anymore. That isn't funny at all. No one thinks like that for real, except Austrians. Now, I'm going to reach in with my salty mint. No, do you know what? I will get the brown sugar out. If you try cooking this at home and you leave out the brown sugar, I will get you. And now, I think the cashew butters are almost done. Oh, salt is everywhere. You're not supposed to turn it on without the lid. Which is why they've disabled this function on these Rammstein models. Okay, but I'm going to just let it go a little bit more because I really like the part. You know, bring together all of the ingredients from the 1, number 2, number 3, or 8 ounce can of the cashew butter. So that's just about it. And that's why they call it the blues, do you see? So, now, I'm going to take a cheeky taste. That is a cashew in my mouth. And so, I remove the blade. The blade is a bit slippery, a little bit like some peanut oil. Oh, don't ask a Porsche. I'm going to get a spatula. And here we go. Get out the blade. And scrape, and scrape, and scrape. And taste. Now then. Here's a cheeky little game you can play when making the cashew butter. The Canada cashews came in. I take the cashew butter and I put it right back inside this can. And you know what then? Then I say to someone, I might say to Dieter, I might say, hey Dieter, why don't you fetch me some cashews? Okay, then Dieter goes to the cabinet. He gets out the cashews and I say, Dieter, open the cashews and put one in me. And he will open the cashews, but all he will see is cashew butter. And he might think, oh no, the cashews melted. But cashews do not melt, Dieter. Cashews do not melt in the heat. Cashews melt on the sun. But we are not there, we are in my Austrian kitchen. So now you have a big sloppy mess of cashew butter. And delicious for the tasting, you can put him on some strudels. And that's about it, because all we ever eat in the Austrian kitchen is strudels. That is how you make cashew butter, mein Freund Teej. And if you have any other questions about it, you can go ahead and ask. And now, I'm going to magically turn back into the regular host of the Dan and Teej blog on the count of 5, knit 6. That was stupid. I hope you had a good time watching it, because I just realized it's going to go on YouTube, and I'm going to feel like a big idiot. So Teej, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make cashew butter, and if you weren't talking about actual cashew butter but something else, maybe that'll be the next video. Project for you. Oh, you told me all about the dinner you made, which was awesome. I love T-bone steaks. In fact, $5 off a T-bone is about the best deal ever. Almost as good as $5 off a teej bone. Hold for applause. And scene. Why don't you show me how to make something? You know what? Show me how to make a drink. You love slinging the bar and tending to customers who are thirsty. Show me your favorite cocktail and make it and drink it. And I look forward to it. Okay, buddy. See you next time.